I think for me, it provides, I think, three things that I find incredibly valuable. Number one, we are in the business of education, but I think as professors, maybe somebody who teaches in education, but I think they would argue teaching education is a different thing than education. I think we spend a lot of time as professors, at least in business, concentrating on our field and never thinking much about how we educate or how we share that knowledge with others. And so I find that refreshing and as a helpful, I guess, reminder about what the nature of my work is and what I'm all about. Because I think we on our own do a good job at staying up to date in our field, but we don't always take time to talk about how we teach what we know. And so I think those opportunities to sit down and talk about education is important. I think the other thing that I gain from that, and we talk about it all the time here on campus, but we've never really been able to do that. Every once in a while, as faculty, we talk about getting together and just sharing what we're doing in the classroom. And we never do that. At least here, we do it once a month. We get together and you hear about things that are going on campus or something that somebody's trying. And you're able to make those connections and ask more about it and go, oh, I wasn't aware you were doing that. And so I think that's a unique opportunity too. And the third thing I think I like about it is the idea that you get an article or a different perspective. And so you're forced to kind of look at your courses and how you approach things probably from a different perspective or a different standpoint than you ever thought about. So I think those three things are incredibly valuable in regards to this. Just having a time where faculty can get together, share ideas, talk about teaching, what we do full time, besides just our field, and share what's going on campus. Yeah, one of the things that I'm trying right now, and it's been evolving, and maybe it's due indirectly to these faculty discussion groups and this idea, going back to what we were talking about in the student learning framework, helping students prepare, is 361 operations management is basically a quantitative, it's a math course. It's all the quantitative tools we use in business. And so it's basically required of every business student. So, and it's a difficult course. It's a hard course for a lot of students because it is so quantitative. And so, but to help them prepare, you know, we've gotten to the point where I've produced YouTube videos. So we literally, I will pick a couple of problems that weren't assigned to them in their homework or all of the even numbered problems in the textbook, the answers in the back of the book. So I will usually pick odd number ones for homework, but I will do a couple of additional ones and show them how to work it in Excel. And then I capture that on video and post it out to YouTube. So I have my own YouTube channel. And so I don't know where I picked that. I assume I picked it up in one of the discussion groups. Somebody was talking about posting videos or something like that. And what was surprising to me is my students love them. So I specifically asked them in course evaluations to tell me what they think about those. And that seems to be just a highlight of the class, because the beauty of it, the part that I didn't realize is that, you know, I can go over in class and I can walk them through it and they can come, but they really like the ability to be able to stop me and work it through or rewind me. So they say, we can watch you over and over and over again and you don't get offended, you know, not that I would, but you know, but the idea that they can rewind, they can pause, they can fast forward, they can do that. And the other thing that I thought was really interesting out of this, not only has it helped the students here, and I've gotten really favorable feedback from it, is that I have YouTube subscribers that are not even on the campus because I make it public. And so several people subscribe to my channel at other universities and comment and say, thank you for this. This helped me get through my class at this university. So obviously, you know, it's a simple thing. I didn't think much about it. It's a freeware application. And so you can record these 15-minute, you open Excel and it captures what's on the screen and captures the audio, and you can walk them through Excel and show them how to do that. And so in addition to doing those videos, we then have flipped the classroom entirely. So the classroom, so they take these quizzes over the concepts that are in Canvas, and so they have to read the chapter in their open book, and that tests them on the concepts. But then in class, we literally work through problems, and then the classrooms are set up in such a way, there's an application that we'll put a problem up on the board or on the screen, the students will work through in Excel, and then I can literally take their computer and click a button, and it comes up on the big screen, what's on their computer screen, and they can walk the students through it. So it's like them coming to the board in the old days, come to the board and work it out and then show us why you got what you did. So they work on their computer, figure it out. I usually try to kind of double check that they got the right answer so we don't embarrass anybody, but then I can put them up and they literally step up and show the class how they got the answer, and so they can check that they also got the right answer and work it through. So we literally do problems in class, and once again it came out of these discussions in that using that classroom time, they can read the textbook, they can understand the concepts, and we should be using that time with the instructor to really get at the heart of things and use that valuable while there's an instructor there and somebody work alongside them. So far it's worked out tremendously with those two ideas.